Good evening, Tottenham fans. Well, this shocked me. I wasn't expecting to feel anything. I wasn't expecting to think of anything good, but there is. I've got a little bit of optimism, actually. A little bit. I know that Enoch have let us down in the transfer window, and everyone's doom and gloom, including myself, about that. And they really have let down the manager. They've let down the fans, and they let themselves down. Understand all that. I know we've got a massive amount of injuries, and I know we've got a hard run of fixtures to come, and we're sitting 14th in the Premier League. All of that aside, other than that, we're fine. But there is some light in the dark. There really is. I do believe it, because there are some things that are going to happen in the next few weeks that will make us feel a bit better. I think that if we can get some results against these bigger sides that we're playing against in the next few weeks, especially if we got a result against Arsenal, I think the mood would uplift a little bit and we can start being a bit more hopeful about the season, maybe. I know it's a lot to ask, and I know that I've been moaning a lot lately, but I wanted to concentrate today on something a bit positive, because we don't get a lot of that in the Spurs world at the moment. So I'm just trying to clutch at straws on things that could actually be all right. And the first one I want to talk about is we've got one game per week up until March, which is godsend for us, really, considering the amount of injuries that we have. So if you think about it, we've got one game per week till March. We've got time for our players to come back from injury to push us on to the business end of the season. We don't have to have those 2 games per week where we're getting injuries every single game at the moment. Is incredible the amount of long-term injuries we've got, but that would really ease the pressure on the players by playing once a week. They may even give Frank a lot of more time on the training field to show these players what he really wants from them, and hopefully we might see a different Spurs in the next month or so. Remember, everything I'm talking about is hope. Nothing's based on facts at the moment. This is all hope. So if you put a little bit of logic into it, Frank's going to be with the team all week, so hopefully he should be able to get his message across, and the team may perform better against Man United, Newcastle, and Arsenal that are coming up. Let's just hope. Another thing that would be good is Kulusevski must be close to returning now. He must be close. He's been out for 8 or 9 months now. He's training on the grass. I'm not sure if he's training with the team yet. I still don't think he is, but he must be close now. And with these 1 game per week, he's missing less games now. He's only missing 1 game a week rather than 2 games per week. So hopefully, we saw how much of a massive difference Solanke made when he came back, and I think Kulusevski will do the same. Another player that can unlock defenses, strong on the ball. You know, it's going to take him a long time to get back to match sharpness. So I'm not expecting loads from Kulusevski, but it'd just be nice to have him back in the squad. It'd just be really good. And that will give me another little bit of uplift as well, because I do really rate the player. I really do. Maddison's still another 2 or 3 months away, in my opinion, from coming back. That's a really horrible injury that he had. So I'd love to see Kulusevski come back within a month or so. That would be absolutely brilliant, but we'll have to see. But that would give us an uplift as well, just having him back in the squad. Another option going forward, you know what I mean? And another positive I want to take from this, because sometimes you can, is the youngsters are going to get game time. You know, they're going to get, like, at the moment we're seeing Byfield. Byfield's looking okay. He's looking comfortable. He's looking all right. He's looking like, you know, he slots in the side. He's not been properly tested yet, I don't think, but he's not played against poor sides and he's looked okay. First thing he did was bang in for a tackle the first time he played. Second time he went bang in for a header. He's not afraid. And when he got interviewed after the game, they said to him, how did you feel about playing your first game? He just said, it's another game. I need to, you know, get on with it, basically. It didn't faze him whatsoever. Then you got the likes of Lucas Barnett-Williams that could get more game time now. But there's another guy that nobody's really talking about too much, and that's Tynan Thompson. And he's making waves in the academy at the moment. He's He plays on the left wing. He's rapid. He's skillful. He scores and assists. There's everything we need on a left winger. We have it in the academy. Maybe he will get a chance. And maybe Enoch will use this as an excuse as why they didn't sign a player. If he comes through and starts scoring and assisting for the first team, they could pretend that they were geniuses and they knew this was going to happen all along. So hopefully we can do that. And he will get a chance. So the youngsters coming through could be a really good positive for us. It really could. Another thing is Xavi Simons is on fire at the moment, and we're seeing the best from him. And I still think we can see better from him too. I still think we can see even more from him. I think the work rate we've got on him is absolutely insane. I can't wait as well to see his numbers rise, because I think he's going to score more goals. It was a magnificent save from Donnarumma to stop him from scoring a top corner. He was putting through ball after through ball in against Manchester City. When he plays against Man United, Newcastle, Arsenal, he's going to get more time on the ball. I'm not sure about the Arsenal game, but he will in the other games. And you'll just see the best from him. And he seems to be adapting to the Premier League now. So he's going to be a lethal weapon for us going forward as well. And the fact that Solanke's back, he seems to be linking up really well with him. With Solanke's got much better movement than I actually realised. Now we've got a player that can find him. You can see that Solanke's going to get a lot of chances with Xavi. So that's another thing I'm really hopeful for. One last thing is I'm really hopeful about the Champions League. You know, it's a knockout competition now. And we've got the home advantage, by the way. So what that means is the second leg in the last 16 is going to go at home for us. And the quarterfinals, the second leg, if we make it, will be in the at home as well in the quarterfinals. So that would be massive for us. Oh, apart from we're not that good at home, but if our home form improves, then that would be massive for us. We're really good at home in Europe, to be honest. So undefeated in 24. So if we can bring any team back to our stadium at home, we've got a very good chance of progressing. So maybe if we can keep our players fit, we can progress to at least the quarterfinals, which would be quite an achievement considering the amount of injuries we've had this season, the amount of problems we've had this season, and the amount of horrible scenarios we've had this season. And without Enoch helping us and all this sort of this and that, it's going to be good to have some positives to look at. So hopefully we can climb up the league a bit more. We've got United coming up, and there's no reason why we can't beat United. If we play for two halves and not one half, we've got a week to prepare for it. If we can play for two halves, Man United will give us space. If you give Xavi space and you give Solanke space, they can punish you. We're good from set pieces as well. We could have a chance of beating Manchester United. We could. You know, they're a very, very good side at the minute. The last three games, they've been out of this world. I've watched all three of their games. They're electric at the minute. So we need to be on top of our game for 90 minutes, not just one half. Newcastle are not having a great season, to be honest, and we're at home to them. We have a very good chance of beating Newcastle as well, and that will put us into the North London derby with a lot of confidence after getting a point after being 2-0 down against Man City, beating Man United and beating Newcastle, and then going into the Arsenal game on a high. You just never know what's going to happen. And if by then Arsenal are only 3 points ahead and Spurs beat them, and then Man City go ahead of them on goal difference or something, imagine that day. That day would be a day to remember for us, stopping them from being top of the league and us rising up the league again. Because that's what we want. If we can finish in the top half, or if we're still only, 8 points from European positions, we could still get in those positions. If we can get into that top 6 and we end up in the Europa League, next season we could go and try and win that. And if we do actually finally get some backing from Enoch in the summer and they actually sign some top quality players, and the likes of Vuskovic comes into our defence as well, and he looks excellent, by the way. If he comes in as well, we sign a couple of quality players in the summer. I'm not holding my breath, by the way. We could go on for a Europa League run again next season and try and win that. We can win it. We've won it before. We know we can. So why not try and do it again? So I would love us to just get into that top 6. It would be a really good season. So there's still hope in this season yet. I'm just praying we don't get loads of injuries again. If we get loads of injuries again, that could massively derail our season. But then the youngsters could come through the players that weren't going to get game time might start getting game time, and then they might be better than we think. And that could be another positive that we didn't think we was going to see this season. So I just wanted to make a positive video today because it's all been doom and gloom. And I just wanted to point out there are some positives in this season left if you can try to see them. Most of it's based on hope, not on fact. But things can turn around quickly in football. We've seen it before. So let's just hope it turns around for us and as soon as possible, please. Let me know in the comments what you think of today's video. Thank you for watching, and come on, you Spurs.